My name is Sara Mendoza and I'm from Abbeville, Louisiana. I like to read a lot. Whenever I was in high school, I did the Millionaires Club. I was the top reader my sophomore year. I like to work. I'm a dishwasher. I work every day. The only day that I'm off is Mondays because the restaurant is closed, so I'm now a full-time worker since I got out of school, so I can save up for a car this summer. My whole life, my mom's kind of been on drugs, and my dad, he's always worked offshore, so whenever my mom would be like working or sleeping in the house, because she had just partied the night before, I'd be taking care of my little sister. At my mom's house, I have a 10-year-old little brother, and he has autism, and he was born with heart problems, so I'd take care of him whenever he was born. And then my 12-year-old sister, I always took care of them. I was like their parent, and my dad just took me away from them for years. I remember one day, it was my stepmom's birthday. It's in February, and I was wearing a sweater to school, and she told me not to wear a sweater. She told me I didn't deserve a jacket or anything, since she body slammed me to the ground and started hitting me and stuff. They would beat on me every day. They had a electric tape on the ground and an X, and they had one of those Ring doorbell cameras, and they made me get on my knees all day from 5 o'clock in the morning to 9, 10 o'clock at night. So I ran away, and the cops told me that I was just the girl who cried wolf. I was lying about everything. And my old neighbor, he used to be a Lafayette Parish sheriff officer. I had showed him the bruise, so he told the cops everything, and the cops still said they didn't care, and they sent me back. And I called my dad, and he was calling me names, saying I'm not his daughter, saying all this different type of stuff. And he was like, I'm dropping you out of school and I'm bringing you to your mom. She was staying with a friend, and she ended up getting kicked out of the friend's house. And so I called my nanny, and my nanny came pick me up, and I've been here ever since. I've tried to file a restraining order against my dad, and the day before court, his lawyer called saying that he would sign over custody if we dropped the restraining order. So we did that, and in order for me to go back into school, I had to enroll through school through the homeless department. When my dad kicked me out and dropped me out of school, my life was falling apart. School is the most important thing to me. I've always strived to do the best. I've always been on a roll. And so whenever my nanny came and get me, that was finally, I can go back to school. I can start getting my life together. My life didn't end. My school invited me to be in the Beta Club, and I joined, and that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I graduated sitting on stage with Beta Honors, something I wouldn't have been able to do if I was still at my dad's house. If it weren't for my nanny, I don't know where I would be right now. My nanny literally saved my life. I came here with absolutely nothing. I didn't have clothes. I had only the clothes that I had on my back, and I had to restart my life completely. And before the scholarship, I was really, really scared for college and how I was gonna pay for college and how everything was gonna go. I found out about the Pay It Forward scholarship through my librarian, Miss LaPinto. She's helped me through a lot, her and the other librarian, Miss Brown. I was worrying, I was stressed out, and she told me that she had a scholarship for me. It would help you a lot. It's for people who have been in your situation, because my counselor knows everything. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm gonna get it, I'm not that special to get something like that. And then whenever I went for the interview, I had gotten it. I was stunned. I couldn't talk. I was like, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. When I get to UL, I plan on majoring in either sociology or family and child studies. I want to be a child welfare social worker. I want to be able to help kids who have been in my situation. I want to be able to be the hope in kids. I didn't have anything. I didn't have hope. I had to just do it all by myself, and eventually I just got lucky. I want to be able to possibly foster kids, because I want to help kids. You have a place to stay. You don't have to be homeless. You don't have to worry about where you're going to put your head down to sleep the next day. Whenever people tell me that it's going to be a hard job and that I'm not going to make a lot of money being a social worker, I'm like, I might not make a lot of money. It might be hard for me, but think about how hard it is for them kids to have to go through that. And advice that I would give to other people is don't stay quiet. Tell your story. Say everything until you can't be heard anymore, and not to give up. It's going to get better, Once it rains, it shines, It's going to get better one day. You just got to keep on pushing through. I would really like to thank Mr. Glenn and the Pay It Forward community, because without them, I don't know how I would be going through college. I don't know where my life would be going. My name is Sara Mendoza, and I'm the winner of the Glenn Armentor Pay It Forward Scholarship.